how this game goes about. And that's through. She's found the gap. Oh, well, you've got to dive on this ground because it's very difficult to chase down. Going to go anywhere near winning this title. Confident strike again, and once again through that gap, the despairing dive by Meg Lanning. Can't get a hand on it. Healy goes vertical but doesn't get over the infield, and once again is caught straight, trying to go big. So after a very positive start against the pace, Australian Jackaroos, such a successful, there's an edge, and is she gone? She has. Would you believe it? Emma Carney has got Elise Perry twice this weekend off a pair. And she's not. Well, Jensen, it's worked. Meg Lanning, take a bow. She did the change. Hazel got the first wicket in her over, changed it to Jensen with the pace. She's done what? Deep mid-wicket boundary. Oh, outside edge, and there's no protection in the third man area, and that will race away. So Triscari around the wicket. Full and wide, and it's through Morna Nielsen. Danielle Hazel won't track that down. So a loosener taken advantage of. Well, she goes big. She tries to get it over the infield, and she certainly does that. A couple of bounces as it goes over the boundary and into the Sydney Sixers team tent. King with some flight. Ash Gardner decides to go long. She doesn't just go long, she goes big as well. Takes on Hayley Jensen at long on and wins the battle. The aggression of Gardner to start with. It's in the air and it's taken. That's the wicket they wanted. It's such an important partnership has now been broken. They put on 80 yesterday, but it's King with the wicket. That's short. And that's going to work its way across this very fast outfield, and it's going to be a boundary to Gardner. Well, she goes big on this occasion. That is very nicely played. Hit a phenomenal score. Ash Gardner goes big against King this time. She goes quite square, and Lily Bardsley has no chance of tracking that down. So got up. There we go. Straighter line. And that smile will continue because she's got the big wicket of Ash Gardner. Manazan cap chips in the air, and there's an opportunity, and it's put down. That's Alana King at long on. And good running as Ange Reeks hustles back for two. Cap decides to keep her gloves on at the non-striker's end. Well, it's full and straight, and it's a very nice shot. It's Emma Carney after it, and it's got through her. Reeks sets herself again. She gets a bit off it, and that is a fantastic catch. Alana King had an opportunity just a few overs ago at long on. This time, though, takes an absolute ripper. There's an appeal, and it's given. Sarah Ailey trying to work herself across to the offside to open up the onside to get Cap onto strike. Getting the bottom hand in the shot. She just works this one. She's probably going to look for two. Hasn't put a lot of weight on the ball. It's a flat throw and a better throw. No, she's got up. There you go. Cap tries to get it through the offside. Meg Lanning does the fielding. A little bit of teamwork between her and Alana King. Winning the toss and sending in the Sydney Sixers earlier today. They produced a very fine bowling performance in which they'd never let the Sydney Sixers into their batting innings at all. And there's a shout. Marizan Cap likes it. Yes, everyone likes it, bar Emma Ingles. So that's the wicket they're looking for. They need early wickets. They pretty much need all 10 wickets. Defence of Meg Lanning. It's short and it's pulled away. Has it got enough on it? Yes, it does. Backward of point players come into play. Well, you bowled back of length, but you bowled too straight, and you've got punished once again, Elise Perry. There's an edge, and it's taken. Well, all of a sudden, the maiden followed by the perfect delivery from Cap, has got the big wicket of Meg Lanning. Cameron flicks that one very fine, a lot finer than what Hayley Jensen did, and manages to pick up a boundary. Flies. And again, this time flicked aerial.
Bang, bang,
and back-to-back boundaries for Jess Cameron. Is injured at the moment. And near Kirk with some air, too much air. It was a full toss. And Jess Cameron, well, she might be just new back into the game after a year off, but mid-wicket inside the inner circle. And there's a big shout there, the sweep, and it's been given. So the second LBW has been given from the southern end. The way in which her development is going. Jess Cameron goes big, goes long, and says, well, Katie Mack decides to go big on this occasion. She says, well, Jess Cameron, if you can do it at that end, I might join in the fun. Sits back on this one, uses the pace of the delivery, and Katie Mack again is just going about her business in the middle order for the Melbourne Stars. Last season, Cameron goes through the offside on this occasion. She beats the dive of Elise Perry. She goes across the line. It's the slog sweep, and it's a boundary ball. So two boundaries coming up. Not on this occasion, though, and Mack's got a little bit on it, and that's all she needs. So yet again, Sarah Ailey erring in her line, and yet again getting dispatched to the fine leg boundary. Mack goes big. Yeah, it's a short delivery. She pushes back, and once again, she is on her merry way, Katie Mack. Mack goes big, goes to her favourite area once again, and brought their A game. Width on this occasion, it's through the field. A very nice shot from Katie Mack to bring up the win for the Melbourne Stars. They have gone 2-0 this weekend against last year's finalists in the Sydney Sixers, and there's a fantastic crowd down here for Stars Family Day to take it all in and support. High fives all round. It was a convincing win by the Melbourne Stars and a wonderful weekend for them.